Forest fans, we need to talk. The City ground is absolutely buzzing with confusion right now, and honestly, I can't blame you. Our beloved Reds are back in European competition after 3 decades away from the continental stage. But Nuno Espirito Santo has just made a decision that has left the entire Forest faithful scratching their heads in absolute disbelief. We're talking about Europa League squad selections that have got everyone from the Trent End to social media going absolutely mental. And not in a good way. When you see who's been left out and who's been included instead, you'll understand why fans are calling this bizarre, baffling, and downright madness. This isn't just any ordinary squad announcement, Forest fans. This could genuinely affect our entire European campaign, and the reactions from our supporters tell the whole story. Some of Nuno's choices have got people questioning whether everyone at the club was even aligned before submitting this squad. If you're a true Forest fan who's been dreaming of European nights for 30 years, you cannot miss what we're about to break down. Hit that like button right now, smash subscribe if you haven't already, and stick around because today's news is going to have you questioning everything about our Europa League preparations. Right, Forest faithful. Let's dive straight into this. Absolute madness, because what Nuno Espirito Santo has done with our Europa League squad is genuinely mind-blowing, and not for the reasons we wanted. Picture this. We've got arguably one of the strongest squads in Forest's modern history, packed with quality signings and players who could genuinely make 2 competitive starting 11s. We're back in Europe for the first time since the early 90s. The anticipation is through the roof. And then bam, Nuno drops a squad selection that's left every single Red asking the same question. What on earth is he thinking? The biggest shocker. Alexander Zinchenko, yes, the same Zinchenko who's played 44 Champions League games for Manchester City and Arsenal, has been left out completely. We're talking about a player with the exact type of European pedigree that clubs dream of having in their first continental campaign in over 3 decades, and somehow he's watching from the sidelines. But wait, it gets even more bizarre. Our record signing Omari Hutchinson is also missing from the squad, which has sent shockwaves through the Forest community. When you're spending big money on talent, and then leaving them out of your most important competition, questions have to be asked about the strategy behind these decisions. Forest fans, I need to know, are you as confused as the rest of us? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this is genuinely unprecedented. The reactions from our supporters tell the whole story, and honestly, I've never seen such widespread confusion about a squad announcement. One fan perfectly summed up the madness. Zinchenko has 44 games under his belt playing in the Champions League for Man City and Arsenal. Someone please explain to me why this sort of experience has been left out of Forest's first European campaign in over 30 years. Seriously, when you put it like that, it sounds absolutely mental. We've got fans saying it's bizarre not to have Zinchenko, others calling it madness, and some questioning whether the entire club hierarchy was even aligned before submitting this squad to UEFA. The tactical implications are staggering too. By leaving Zinchenko out, we're essentially going into European competition with just Nico Williams as our natural left-back option. Sure, Ola Aina could potentially cover, but then we're creating the exact same problem on the right flank. It's like robbing Peter to pay Paul. One supporter nailed it perfectly. Absolutely baffled by the Europa squad and hope everyone was aligned before it was submitted. The exclusion of a winger I can understand, but 5 ex-centre midfielders and centre-backs and leaving Zinchenko out is madness and will come back to bite us. Do you think this decision will come back to haunt us? Let us know in the comments. We want to hear every single opinion because this affects all of us. But here's where it gets even stranger. Forest family, the players who have been included instead of these experienced campaigners, are raising even more eyebrows. Nicolas Dominguez, who's currently injured, has somehow secured a spot in the squad. Now, fair enough, when he's fit, he's quality. But the time needed for recovery and then getting back to match fitness makes this a seriously questionable call when you're leaving out fit, experienced players. The centre-back situation is equally mental. Both Willy Boly and Morato have been included, with Boly not making a competitive appearance since April. That's nearly 5 months ago. Meanwhile, Zinchenko, who offers incredible versatility and could cover multiple positions with his champions. League experience is nowhere to be seen. And get this, there's still a possibility that Morato could be sold before the transfer window closes. So we might end up with a player in our Europa League squad who isn't even at the club anymore, while Zinchenko, who we've just signed for his experience and versatility, is excluded completely. The Forest faithful are absolutely right to be questioning these decisions. We've waited 30 years for European football. We've built what many consider our strongest squad in decades, and yet the squad selection feels like it's been made with a blindfold on. This isn't just about individual players. It's about the message this sends and the tactical flexibility we're potentially throwing away. European competition is different. It's intense. And having players who've been there and done it at the highest level isn't just beneficial, it's essential. What do you reckon, Reds? Are we overthinking this? Or has Nuno made some genuinely questionable calls that could affect our European dream? Sound off in the comments because your voice matters. Forest fans, this is exactly the kind of decision that could define our entire Europa League campaign. We've got the talent, we've got the passion, and we've certainly got the support. But squad management in European competition is absolutely crucial. Let's hope Nuno knows something we don't. Because right now, these decisions are leaving more questions than answers. Keep supporting our boys no matter what, because when those European nights kick off at the City Ground, we'll need every single one of you behind the team. But don't forget to keep the conversation going. Hit that like button if you're as baffled as we are. Subscribe for all the latest Forest news and let us know your thoughts because we read every single comment. Come on, you Reds. Let's hope this European adventure exceeds all our expectations, even if the squad selection has left us all scratching our heads.